Okay, we are live. Oh, not too far away. We are live. It is a Rudy G Funk show. I gotta fix my shit real quick here. There we go. All right. So we're gonna talk some brown stuff, and we got Honey Brown we're gonna test tonight. There she is. And I just realized this is a twist top, so I did give it a little start there. Ooh, that sound. Thank you. Yeah, it's not necessarily a huge smell. Alright, let's look at her body here. Ooh. Wow, that looks pretty good. I'm watching it through the monitor here. It looks even better there. Furious pour at the end to get a nice big head on it. Hey, there's Aaron. What's up, buddy? Pisses in wind. What's up? How you feeling, buddy? Look at that. That looks pretty good. Wow, you know, trying to get a consensus at work about this beer, you know, it's pretty much average to below average, you know, from what they were kind of talking about. So I kind of was really anxious to try, you know, just like the PBR, I was anxious to try it, you know, because it seemed to be talked down so much. Let's give it another smell since we see it smells okay. It's a little bit better of an aroma here since we opened it up, putting it in the old draft glass there. Yeah, love our draft, don't we? Wow, you know what? As nice as the body looks on it, it's a relatively light taste to it. But bad? Is that, you know? I think I avoided this beer a lot just because it said honey on it, you know? Because you know how we all do that, you know? We have our I don't want my beer with shit in it, stages at least, you know. But now we're trying new beers here. Kind of opened up a little bit to a lot of this stuff, and it's not a huge honey taste. It is kind of, just off the bat, just starting off, it kind of, it's kind of like this lingering, like I said, I'm not a pro here or anything, but just kind of a lingering, I don't know how to say it, hue that kind of sticks around a little bit, but it's not a huge taste or anything. I don't want to say I like it or not yet because it was a really light. I was surprised at how maybe how much taste there wasn't, you know, because it looks really, it's really got a nice body on it, you know. It's an attractive looking beer. And it looks like it's holding its head pretty good. So there's a lot of other stuff to like about it, but it's kind of a not much to it kind of taste, you know. But I don't know. We're gonna give it a couple of we'll give it a couple of bottles here and really form an opinion later. But it's not bad. It's not anywhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. Kind of like the PBR, you know. I heard so many bad things about it that I kind of had to try for myself. Not bad, not bad. I'll keep that front and center for you so we can get in the way there. I hope you guys can hear me. Oh, we already got a light. Well, that's cool. It must have been pisses in wind. But hey, cool. I'm gonna get this up just in case we. I think last time I did this, I had trouble getting messages and people staying on, and it's an issue that I think I solved. But there's all kinds of stuff to fucking talk about. That is for sure. All kinds of brown stuff. Oh, for God's sakes. So here we go. Why did that not come up? I know I'm live. I'm 5 minutes in, and I'm not getting me up here because it's easier to keep, see your guys' messages when I do this. Why did it not come up? Oh, you bastard! Why? Oh, God darn it! So that's making me mad here. Well, I don't know why this is doing this, but I'm not getting it up, which is starting to piss me off. But there is a bunch to talk about. Watched a lot of Kyler Murray at the middle of the week here. He's got a lot, he's got all his verses on YouTube. If you guys are interested in doing a little self-scouting, Kyler Murray, all his stuff is on YouTube, and it's a really, like I said, those verses are a really great watch. They're quick, usually from 4 to 8 minutes, a pop. I mean, you can really almost watch his whole college career in about an hour, so it's a pretty easy watch. Okay, here we go. Why is it doing that? See, I'm good. See, now I'm 6 minutes in, and I'm not fucking getting shit, and it's pissing me off. But anyway, so let's talk. Some Beckham, maybe. I haven't heard anything on the whole Beckham thing this evening. I got no announcements. I got nothing. Let me just try this one more time. I don't know why the hell this isn't coming up. Ah, there we go. Okay. That's better. So I should be able to get you up and see. I can take my goddamn Googles off and not. Yeah, pisses and win. How you and good. Yeah, okay, awesome. Aaron, thanks for chiming in there, brother. Brother. Good. Get the Googles off. All right. At least I think I can see them. Oh, maybe I'm full of shit. It's kind of weird. There's a delay on this, but it's kind of fucked up. But anyway, okay, let's talk some Beckham stuff. And this is a lot of the reason I don't get on Twitter, despite I got a lot of friends that are on Twitter. They're usually kind of getting on me because I'm not on there. But when we heard these very serious kind of accusations or announcements that Beckham's probably going to be coming to Cleveland. Pardon me a second. My eyes are fucked up. I kind of did a 180, 360 all in one day, and that's kind of a lot of the reason why I don't twit is because you hear something, you go off something you were thinking originally. I kind of did a 180 on that, like by midday. Even though I was talking to a buddy about work that kind of felt the way I did. Did we want to pay for this dude to get him here when we got a lot of stuff that seems promising, and stuff like shoring up our line. That whole thing, and then I think I saw Crazy Dog first come out because he's on Twitter, and we were hearing rumors of bundling up a Zeitler package to get Beckham, which wasn't true. Obviously we find that out today, and so I kind of did that. Is it necessary to go after Beckham and take all that cap space to get him? There's no doubt he's, if not the best, the top two wide receivers. We don't need to argue that. Everybody knows how good he is. But, I kind of did that, originally. I was like, wait, do we want to pay for this dude, to get him here? And, what's he going to be like if he's getting a quarter of the passes? I mean, if you heard our media or anybody talk about Baker, and one of his qualities as a quarterback is that he spreads the ball around. So now what? He can't spread the ball around because Beckham's here, and what he needs to get 50% of the passes. What kind of bullshit's going to go on with that? Nobody knows. But then the somewhat of a realistic or reality kind of set in, and you think about having Beckham here and how cool that could be. So I don't want to talk down Twitter or anything, but just me personally, I might have said 3 different things in an hour just because of Twitter. So I try to stay away from that because I try to take some time and form somewhat of an opinion over time. I would rather do that. And so I've kind of come to the conclusion that I come back around. I kind of did a 360 by the end of the day after having a little bit more time, come back to my senses a little bit. And now that Zeitler did go to the Giants for Vernon, that also makes me feel a little bit better about Dorsey, because when we were in the middle of the week, when we were talking about Odell Beckham and possibly getting him, I just happened to, well, not just happened to me. Every morning I listen to Rizzo at about, I don't know, I think it's like 9:45, 10 o'clock. And Tony Rizzo will have Tony Grossi on. And both of these guys I like. And he'll interview Grossi about the Browns and what's going on, about the NFL. And Tony Rizzo asked Grossi a question that I kind of started thinking about that morning is, do the Haslams have something to do with this? And if anybody talks about the Haslams, and I am pro Haslams, I don't give them any shit here. And this is not to spread rumors or anything like that. But Tony Rizzo asked him, if the Haslams might have something to do with it. Of course, Grossi is a huge Dorsey guy. He's just a solid Dorsey guy, and he has nothing bad to say about him. Obviously nobody does, but Tony Grossi totally supports him in just about everything he does. And he kind of immediately puts the block on, like, oh, no, Dorsey doesn't, or the Haslams can't have anything to do with this because Dorsey's, which, he's at least partially right, but to be, and I'm not saying that Grossi is naive, but he might have a little bit of the blinders on with the Haslams, because that's kind of what I was thinking. When you think, one thing that people with big money do is they invest, man. They keep on rocking. They keep their money rolling. And what an investment Beckham would be, marketing-wise, monetarily on the back end. You talk about selling out with Beckham and Bateman on the field. I think it would be a little ridiculous to think that the Haslams might not be pushing this thing. Did I say that correctly? I don't think I did. I think it's ludicrous to think that the Haslams wouldn't be pushing something like this. And I am not talking the Haslams down. There's Random Steely. How you doing there, brother? Oh, yeah. Yeah, what the hell's going on with that? I'm hearing rumors that he's denied the Bills trade or something like that. For their 24th pick, huh? 24th pick. I don't know. Is that fair, you think, Random? You think that's for the 24th pick, do you think that's fair? I did notice you did say guess, but do you think it should be higher, or do you think that's fair? What's your opinion on that? Right. Oh, that's funny. See, yeah, the computers. I'm doing a big circle over in the computer, so I need my fucking Googles back on so I can see. But yeah, yeah, AB. Also, that would surprise you a little bit to get a first rounder for him. Well, I don't mean to sound like everybody else, but he doesn't seem to be doing too well for himself verbally. He seems to be bringing his own market down, which is, I don't know if it's just arrogance or it's probably more than that. The way he sounded, I kind of believe in what he says. If he doesn't have football, what do I? I don't need this shit. When somebody says that, I don't think they're. Oh, right. That's what I did hear something like that. Right. I like the little, emoji or whatever that is. Yeah, I did hear that also. That he's saying he ain't gonna show up, and obviously that's not gonna go through then once he pulls that kind of stuff. But that would have been really interesting to see him go to the Bills. So I mean, that would have been. I don't want to say funny, but hmm. Maybe some of what he meant when he was articulating that he didn't need football. Maybe money isn't everything to him. When he's talking about him being an entrepreneur and being a millionaire, maybe. Yeah, right. Obviously, yeah. That makes sense that they would say that. I mean, analytically, monetarily, they got more capital to throw at them. I guess that makes sense, But did you think Bills? Did anybody think Bills? All of a sudden, the Bills almost have them. That's crazy. I'd have never thought that. It just seems like so many other teams. Not that the Bills wouldn't want them more, but Jesus Christ, man, that's some crazy shit. So who knows? Maybe he is helping himself, and I just don't know it. Or maybe we're not seeing it. Maybe money isn't an object for the dude. Oh, I thought, doesn't Oakland have 3 first-round picks? I thought they had 3 of them. I don't recall numerically which they were, but I could have swore they had 3. I could be wrong. I'd use my computer, but it's a piece of shit, and it's still thinking. Still thinking about how stupid I look here. Yeah, that's for sure. They do have at least 2. As a non-Steelers fan, it's really interesting what's going on there. I mean, you guys got to be pulling your fucking hair out, man. But I got another Pittsburgh buddy too that I just don't see. Oh, you think so? I haven't done any kind of watching or any scouting of him yet. Sorry, that was my dog. Oh, he's having a little problem with his rear. Excuse me. Anyway, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I don't think I did hear that he did really well at the combine. That's what we were talking about. Was Metcalf, but his numbers aren't really that great. And I don't mean to go strictly analytics on because I haven't watched him. And I do plan on watching him, and I do plan on forming my own opinion just because a lot of people are talking that he might go to the Browns or he might be drafted. You think he's going top 10? Actually, we got 17, but I'm not really sure whether these analytics would pull him down in the draft, you know. Or you think the Jags would? Don't the Jags have seven or something like that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got 7. But yeah, I think they got 7 or 8 or something like that. They're really high up there. I'm pretty sure he wants to get up there, not off there. He was trying to get up. Hold on a second. I gotta get another beer. Hold on, Steve. I'll help you. Okay, I got you. Here you go. Caught. No, it's not. They're right here. Where's his tail? Oh, you're so okay, I got you. I know. There it is. Okay, settle down. Oh, I forgot my beer. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm back. Yeah, listen, I gotta go. I got kind of something going on here. I'm gonna have to get back and maybe try to turn on next week. God bless you guys. You guys be safe.